Good morning and welcome to day 46. We're in the middle of tearing down the camp that we set up at midnight last night. We hiked from, I think we left camp about 6:30 and we finally got here just shortly before midnight. We're in the middle of packing up. It's about 7:30 and we're going to try and hike the remaining 3.5 miles into this kind of a picnic area where they famously deliver pizza to PCT hikers, and that sounds really delicious to me right now. We're super lucky. It's a very rare overcast, hazy day today, which has kept the temperatures down quite a bit. Past several days by this time it's been at least 80 degrees, but I'll bet it's a good 10 degrees cooler right now, so it'll be nice hiking. She's making magic water. All she does is stick her magic wand in there and suddenly nasty, gross, polluted mosquito larvae water is drinkable. At least drinkable to the point it doesn't give you diarrhea. It doesn't necessarily make it taste any better. I'm not sure why it is, but it seems like every single time we pick a campsite for the night, then first thing out of the gate the next morning, a long, steep uphill climb. Oh my God. We've only been out of camp 15 minutes, but it has literally been uphill every step of the way. So there's a lake right behind me. Is that Silver Lake?
Silverwood.
Okay, Silverwood Lake. This is the first time we have seen it, was this morning. We could barely see it last night, it was so dark, but it's just a big lake in California. I'll turn the camera around, you can see where we're headed uphill. This is my view. A lot of these shrubs are in bloom right now. Looks very pretty. Actually smells really nice in here too, so I'm not sure what these I think botany is one of my weaker subjects, so I don't know a whole lot about different plants, but I know the ones that are pretty and the ones that smell good. So anyway, we're heading uphill over that gap, over that hill right in front of you, and I think once we get on the other side of that, then we kind of trail flattens out most of the rest of the way. At least I hope so. Okay, look who we reunited with. There's Mr. Woolley right there. We are right now under the gazebo, the nice shaded gazebo, I would say, in Silverwood State Park. Over here is White Claw. He's a through hiker we met, I think day before yesterday up at the hot springs. He actually caught up and passed us sometime last night. Goldilocks, who looks like she's craving a pizza. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
All right, yeah. And we even reunited very briefly with the family, who you can barely see Joe way down there at the end of the road, but that's where they camped last night. I say Joe, Sacagawea and Kronk. But unfortunately, they're packing up their tent and they're going to get on the road here pretty soon. So we just caught up to them just in time to have them take off again. Okay, well, just because you're a backpacker doesn't mean you have to live on ramen and dehydrated potatoes the whole time. Here I've got soda, awesome pizza, a dining companion, and even though you can't see it, hundreds and hundreds of ants everywhere. Wouldn't be a picnic without ants. But if you're on the PCT, you find yourself around mile 329, call Roadhouse Pizza, and they will deliver. In fact, they delivered it to, see that road right behind us? That's where they pulled up and dropped it off. Okay, we're now heading out of Silverwood Lake after having a pizza and relaxing during the heat of the day. As you can see, it's just amazing scenery. We're actually still on the road here. The PCT is a couple hundred yards up here before we jump off the road onto it. But Cajon Junction, 12 miles away. We are not going to be able to hike all the way there tonight because there's no point in getting there in the middle of the night and having no place to stay. I don't think they want us putting a tent up right in the middle of the McDonald's parking lot. Yeah. And likewise, according to Guthook anyway, there's no real good campsites or water sources within about 5 miles of Cajon Pass. So of the 12 miles, we're probably only going to do about 6 or 7 tonight. Pitch our tent and then hike the rest of it early in the morning before it gets hot. Okay, I know right now you can't see me, or maybe just barely see an outline of me, but I haven't complained about the desert heat for, I don't know, 24 hours. But right now it's 9:40 p.m. We are on our way to Cajon Pass, and I just had to peel off my shirt because I was sweating so much. It was just really uncomfortable. It felt like I was wearing a second skin or something. So anyway, 9:40 at night, hiking in just kilt boots and still way too hot. Okay, last video of the night. It's 12:45 in the morning. We're exhausted. The tent's up. We're going to bed. Good night.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 47 on the PCT.
Well, there have been a few changes to our plans here just within the past 12 hours or so. But before I get into that, let me go a quick recap of everything that has happened in the previous 12 hours. We had taken some time to rest during the middle of the day at Silverwood Campground, which was, get the damn sun out of the way, which was actually open to hikers. Interestingly, and this is actually coming directly from the park ranger himself, they had closed off the park, or the parking lot, I should say. So no vehicles allowed in the parking lot. But anybody who wanted to walk to the park, like a thru hiker, and there's the sun again, they could come in there and stay, at least until 5 p.m. So we ordered pizza from a place called Roadhouse Pizza, which is in the nearby town of, I don't remember. But actually, outstanding pizza. And they, sun is following me. And they did deliver out to the park where we were for a nominal fee, a reasonable fee. And I can highly recommend their gourmet vegetarian. You know, I mean, I like meat as much as the next guy, but man, that was the best pizza I ever had that I can remember. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a hungry thru hiker. But anyway, after filling our bellies with that, we laid down and take a nap because we wanted to get some rest before we started our evening hike, and unfortunately ended up oversleeping. I guess we ate too much pizza. Instead of getting up or leaving at 5 like we wanted to, we didn't wake up until 7:30, and it was 8 o'clock before we actually got on the trail. So because of that, we hiked until almost 1 o'clock this morning, and Made some really good progress, but it was kind of a uninteresting night for hiking. Didn't see anything more exciting than a large toad. No cool snakes, no cool other animals that we were hoping to see at nighttime. The temperatures were modest, but holy mackerel was it humid. It's the first time this whole trip that I've hiked without a shirt on and was still sweating like crazy. And that humidity carried through until this morning. Everything was soaked. Sleeping bag was soaked, packs were soaked. Luckily it dried out quick. So that kind of brings you up to where we are now. I'm going to take a break here so you guys don't get bored listening to me ramble. And I'll tell you about what's happening this afternoon and tomorrow. So right now we're about roughly 4 miles, I guess, out of Cajon Pass and the famous McDonald's, where we had intended to do the McDonald's challenge. However, last night I gave my dad a call just to kind of check in with him. He's really interested in following our hike and living vicariously through me. Told me that we would be in Cajon Pass, and he said, well, good God, that's not much more than an hour away from where I live. I'll come down there and meet you tomorrow. So, okay, Dad. Sure. You know, my dad's 88 years old, and I never want to pass up an opportunity to see him, visit with him, even if it's for a short time. He's in really good health, but right now, but again, at 88, every day is a blessing. So he's going to come down with my stepmom and meet us at McDonald's. My parents are going to stay overnight, so they're going to pick us up here at the McDonald's in a couple of hours. We are going to go to Wrightwood. We're going to get a motel, and then this evening, after the parents go to bed, or around 7:30, then Goldilocks and I are gonna leave all of our camping gear in their motel room, and we are gonna slack pack from Wrightwood down to Cajon Pass. But we're gonna do it after dark. Last night was our third experience, or our third night I should say, hiking in the dark, and man, that sun would just not give me a break, follow me all over the place. So yeah, the third night of hiking in the dark, I really like it. I mean, you don't get to see the scenery, but it's so much easier to hike when it's, I don't know, like 70 degrees versus 90 or 95 or even hotter. I've said it many times, and some people think I'm whining, but I'm just one of those people that just have a low tolerance for really hot weather. You know, I do fine in cold weather. Hell, when it's 30 degrees, I'm wearing pretty much the same thing that I'm wearing right now, shorts and a t-shirt. But, boy, 95 degrees, that's the danger zone. So anyway, so that's our plan. I just came up this saddle and the trail, and looky here what's in the background. Let me zoom in. Great big old snow-covered mountain. Could that be Baden-Powell? I honestly have no idea, but it's about the right distance away. So we'll find out soon enough. Okay, got a road coming up here with a gate. Yep. Yeah, we are indeed still on the Pacific Crest Trail. And this gate is to allow hikers to step over it, but motorcycles and horses cannot. Well, I don't know, horses might be able to, but I don't think anybody could get over that in a motorcycle. Okay, and we came off trail there, and there's a road that way, and that way, with no signs. Got a hell of a big power pole. I'm probably getting brain cancer just standing here underneath it. Okay, I think I may see a Pct sign about 50 yards away. Let's go see. Ah, yeah, here we are. It's way the hell up there on the other side of the power pole. Well, here's the sign we found just on the other side of that interesting looking dip bar gate, whatever you want to call it. But you can see that the Pct is indeed only for walking. No bicycles, no motorcycles, no Jeeps, no ATVs. Anyway, no bicycles. So, foot traffic only. Interestingly, they didn't have a picture saying it was okay for horses, but we haven't seen a horse since we've been out here, except at Trail Angel Mary's place. All right, lead on. We just came up from this rather gentle looking little desert valley and came right up here, and all of a sudden the earth just fell off. Holy cow. Jesus Christ. I don't want to get too close to the edge because it's about 500 feet straight down. Check that out. Probably looks nothing on camera like it does in person, but it is crazy. Just somebody took a giant scoop out of the earth. Yeah, here we are on top of the world, and way off in the distance. Let me see if I can zoom in to about 500 power. Is I don't know if you can see it. That's the interstate way the hell out there. I mean, that's miles away, but way out there. And there's a train going by down there. Another road closer, and then right down below us is the other side of that into the world chasm that I had filmed earlier. Spooky looking place if you're not a fan of heights like me. And actually right down there next to it, there goes the trail. We're gonna be walking down there, right along there. Oh well, we're about an hour and a half away from Cajon Pass and McDonald's and meeting my papa. 99% of the time, this umbrella is just 8 ounces of dead weight in my pack. But I tell you what, that 1% of the time, when you can use it, it is worth the other 99 when you don't. I'll bet it lowers the temperature by, or at least the felt temperature by 20 degrees. So, whew. This is the one luxury item I think that you should not leave at home. So, check out this guy. This has got to be the world's most pissed off rattlesnake. Right there. He's right there. Goldilocks. Right there, 10 feet away. I was walking down that trail, minding my own business, and he's up here in this bush, and he starts rattling at me like he's ready to get stepped on. Man. This, by the way, is a Southern Pacific rattlesnake, which is usually a fairly mild-tempered one, but this is that one out of a dozen or whatever that just seems like he's, maybe because it's so hot. He's like me, he hates hot weather. There. Well, let him be. He was nice enough to rattle and warn me, so I'm not going to mess with him, but as I said, compared to the other ones we've seen so far that just never rattle at us, just sort of squirm their way off the trail, this guy was letting us know he's ready for battle.